wabarakatuh. Today, our group will talk about bullying. What is bullying? Bullying is an ongoing and deliberate misuse of power in relationships through repeated verbal, physical, or social behavior that intends to cause physical, social, or psychological harm. It can involve an individual or a group misusing their power or perceived power over one or more persons who feel unable to stop it from happening. Bullying can happen in person or online via various digital platforms and devices, and it can be obvious or hidden. Bullying behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. For example, through sharing of digital records. Bullying of any form or for any reason can have immediate, medium, and long-term effects on those involved, including bystanders. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, so today I want to talk about type of bully. So we have four. The first is physical bully, the verbal bully, the social bully, and the cyber bully. So the first one is physical bully. Physical bully is include the hitting, the kicking, the tripping, the pinching, the pushing, something like that. Is the causes both short-term and long-term damage. Cyberbullying. The Cyberbullying Research Center defined cyberbullying as international and repeat harm inflicted through the use of computer, phone, and other electric device. Cyberbullying can be overt and covert bullying behavior using digital technologies including hardware such as computer or smartphone and software such as social media, instant message, text, website, and other online platform. Cyberbullying can happen at any time. It can be in public or in private, and sometimes only known to the target and the person bullying. Cyberbullying can include the nasty gossip or rumors, imitating other online or using their login, the abusive or hurtful text, email, or post, image or video, to deliberately excluding on order online. So example, something like you just comment toxic comment on Instagram, on Facebook, on media social. So this is toxic comment. This is cyberbullying. So stop it.
Verbal bullying is one of the most common types of bullying. This is any bullying that is conducted by speaking or other use of the voice and does not involve any physical contact. Second is spreading rumor or lying about someone, threatening someone, yelling at or talking to someone in a rude or unkind tone of voice, especially without justifiable cause. 2 is relational. Relational bullying, or sometimes referred to as social aggression, is the type of bullying that uses relationship to hurt others. Relational bullying can be used as a tool by bullies to both improve their social standing and control others.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aisyah binti Azmi. Today, I want to talk about characteristics of bullies. Studies have shown that envy and resentment may be motives for bullying. Research on the self-esteem of bullies has produced equivocal results, while some bullies are arrogant and narcissistic. They can also use bullying as a tool to conceal shame or anxiety or to boost self-esteem by demeaning others. The abuser feels empowered. Bullies may bully out of jealousy or because they themselves are bullied. Psychologist Roy Baumeister asserts that people who are prone to abusive behavior tend to have inflated but fragile egos. Because they think too highly of themselves, they are frequently offended by the others the criticisms and lack of difference of other people, and react to this disrespect with violence and insults. Researchers have identified other risk factors such as depression and personality disorders, as well as quickness to anger and use of force, addiction to aggressive behaviors, mistaking other actions as hostile, concern with preserving self-image, and engaging in obsessive or rigid actions. A combination of these factors may also to be cause of this behavior. In one study of yours, a combination of antisocial traits and depression was found to be the best predictor of youth violence, whereas video game violence and television violence exposure were not predictive of these behaviors. Bullying may also result from a genetic predisposition or a brain abnormality in the bully, while parents can help a toddler develop emotional regulation and control to restrict aggressive behavior. Some children fail to develop these skills due to insecure attachment with their families, ineffective discipline, and environmental factors such as a stressful home life and hostile siblings. Moreover, according to some researchers, bullies may be inclined toward negativity and perform poorly academically. Dr. Cook says a typical bully has trouble resolving problems with others and also has trouble academically. He or she usually has negative attitudes and belief about others, feel negatively toward himself or herself, comes from a family environment characterized by conflict and poor parenting, perceive school as negative and is negatively influenced by peers. That's all from me, Nur Aisyah.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today I want to share you about effect of bullying. Bullying can affect everyone at this world, such as those who are bullied, those who bully, and those who witness bullying. Bullying is linked to many negative outcomes, including impacts on mental health, substance use, and success. It is important to talk to kids to determine whether bullying or something else is a concern. Now we go to kids who are bullied. Kids who are bullied can experience negative physical, school, and mental health issues. Kids who are bullied are more likely to experience first depression and anxiety, increased feeling of sadness and loneliness, change in sleep and eating pattern, and loss of interest in activities they used to enjoy. This issue may persist into adulthood. Second, they can experience health complaints and decrease academic achievement, such as they are more likely to miss or skip anything about school. Now we go to kids who bully others. Kids who bully others can also engage in violent and other risky behavior into adulthood. Kids who bully are more likely to abuse alcohol and other drugs. Next, get into fight or vandalize property and drop out of school. Next, they are engaged in early sexual activities. 4. Have criminal conviction and traffic citation as adults, and be abusive toward their romantic partners, bosses, or children as adults. Now we go to bystanders. Kids who witness bullying are more likely to have increased use of tobacco, alcohol, or other drugs, have increased mental health problems including depression and anxiety, and lastly, they will miss or skip school. Although kids who are bullied are at risk of suicide, bullying alone is not the cause. Many issues contribute to suicide risk, including depression problem at home and trauma history. Additionally, specified groups have an increased risk of suicide, including American Indian and Alaska Native. Lastly, as the conclusion, we know bullying is wrong. It's never okay and it's never good. It's never makes you look like good by doing that. You always have a choice. Be the person that is smart enough and confident enough to be friends with everyone you meet. By doing so, you are sending the message that you are self-assured enough not to care what others may think. I hope
You learn something from this lesson, and I hope you take it seriously. There is an issue that be costing life, and today you can change it.